Paris under attack again, this time with more sophisticated and deadly effect. The president has called it an act of war.
Faced with war, the country has taken appropriate steps. It's an act of war committed by a terrorist army, Daesh, an Islamist army, against France, against the values we uphold throughout the world, against who we are, a free country which speaks to the whole planet.
This was the response of right-wing opposition leader Marine Le Pen, expected to do well with views like these in upcoming regional elections.
Islamic fundamentalism must be destroyed. France must ban Islamist organizations, close radical mosques and deport foreigners who bring hatred on our soil and illegal immigrants who have nothing to do here.
Friday's killings were claimed by ISIL or Daesh. In a statement it blames French foreign policy.
Regarding to foreign policy, we decided to hit ISIS in Iraq, and not very long time ago we decided that it was self-defense to go into Syria. But yeah, it's a kind of turmoil we are in now.
In other words, does it surprise you that France has been singled out for these kinds of attacks?
Not much, not much.
The government has put the army onto the streets, but questions will be asked about its preparedness before these attacks.
Things have evolved in a much more disturbing manner than I think anybody imagined. The French were expecting something fairly big. The background noise was sort of evil over the last few weeks. But it is the sheer sophistication of this attack, of this series of attacks, which really does strike one.
The streets of Paris have been stunned into an eerie quiet, a country in a state of emergency wondering why this is happening again so soon after the attacks on Charlie Hebdo journalists and Jewish shoppers at a kosher supermarket. In the immediate aftermath of those January attacks, people filled the Place de la République here. World leaders gathered as well. France stood united among its allies in defence of its freedoms. Now such gatherings are banned. This feels like a far more fractured, defensive France, a president promising to defeat the enemy outside, a rising opposition leader looking for an enemy within, a nation of deep disquiet. JONAH, Al Jazeera, Paris.